Okay, today we are going to we're gonna, or not skip, but pause our 4-icon challenge until next week. I think today we're just gonna do some things we can use for the appearance panel because this one has like a Halloween theme to it, so I thought we'd just do this instead today as like a one-off. So yesterday we had our groups, and we also did our unicorn. So I told the class yesterday that exit out of here, that we were going to customize these unicorns. So color it your own way, and then I want you to export it as an image file, and then you're going to send this to me in a message in Adobe. So again, if we select the different layers in the unicorn, so I'll unlock it. I'm going to select here. So I've got lots of different options. Okay, so each of these I could select them all. Okay, so if you want to change a color of anything, you just have to like double click to get to that, and then edit that as you need to. Okay, so whatever it is, you click out of here to get out of the isolation mode. You can add colors if you want, but whatever you do to customize your own unicorn, when you're done with that, I want you to go File, Export, Export for Screens, and then here it's like, do you want to export this artboard? What do you want to do with it? Da, 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 da. This doesn't really make a huge difference, but right here it says, do you want to put it in this format as a PNG, JPEG, etc.? You just leave it as PNG. Export the artboard. I guess I gotta choose the location, so I'll just put it in my graphic design folder. I'll just export it there to do it quickly. Okay, and then it'll be an image that I can send. So I want everybody to send me a message. That's how I'm going to check this one. You are going to just send it to me as an image. So now I've downloaded this zipped folder. So this zipped file is a folder that's got 3 files in it. So instead of having you download 3 different files, a zipped file is a compressed file. So it's got 3 in here. So I downloaded it. I can just click here, show in folder. It's got this zipper on it, so that shows you it's a compressed file. So we right click on these and we just go extract all. It takes a second, and now in this downloads folder we've got one with a zipper on it, one without. The one without is now uncompressed, and we can use those files. So I can double click on there and I can see that there is 3 files here. So in Illustrator, I'm going to close this. Sure, I'll see. So I'm going to go open, and we're going to start with build appearance. Okay, so build appearance looks like this. We've got a lot of options here in a panel that we haven't looked at yet. So we've got this title. So what we can do with this is we can go to our fill. In the fill we can create our own gradients. You should have one here that is like a a gradient that goes orange to yellow. If you don't, just follow along and you can create one on your own. I'll show you in a minute. So for the gradient options, when I click on that, this panel pops open, which is right here. Now our gradient options, we could change the angle. Right now it's going from orange from the left, and as we move across the right, it changes to yellow. But I want this to move up and down, so I'm going to go with 90 degrees. So right here I'll click on the degrees, 90 degrees, click off it, and there we go. This looks a little bit better. It's got this dark to light. We could go -90 if we wanted it to be the other way. You can just see what that looks like. Again, with a lot of stuff in graphic design, it's similar to animation, where I really recommend that you try one thing and then test it out, try another, and I might decide, well, I actually like this better. Okay, so now I'm going to select this title, and I'm going to go to this panel here called Appearance, and I'm going to click that open. I'm going to click on Add New Fill, and here I'm going to change this new fill. Okay, this is different than a layer, so this isn't exactly the same. If we go to layers here, we've got logo, title. We can click on the eye or the visibility to see what this is for, or what is contained in each of these layers. So this is a little bit different. This appearance is, so I click on this. I have this particular one selected. When I click on this, it's the appearance of this title. So I just added, right, I've got this and I've got this. So right now they're exactly the same. I click on this and I go, I want to change this to maybe a white. So this, it behaves in a similar way to the layers because whatever's at the top is visible. So I just click on the eye. So right now I've got this white fill, and I'm going to go up here to Effect, and I'm going to go to Path, Offset Path. Now here I can change this to a large path, 15. I go Preview. So this is, I'm going to put this underneath my text. So this is too much. I'm going to go back. I'm going to change this to 5. And I'm going to preview it again. And I'm going to click OK. So I can't see that gradient, that nice gradient that I had. So I'm going to click on this layer of fill, and I'm going to drag it below. Okay. I like this. It looks good. But it could look a little bit better. Right now I think that this fill needs to have more of just an effect that it looks like it's glowing a little bit. And this just feels like it's like an outline. So this might be what I'm looking for. I just want to make an outline on this. But I've got a couple more options up here. So let's go to Effect. I've got this selected, and I'll go to Stylize, and I'm going to go to Feather. Don't worry if you're kind of getting lost here. If you look at effects, there's a ton of them here. I'm not going to be able to go through every single one for you, so you're going to have to play a little bit on your own and just kind of see what some of these things do. But if we go to Feather, we can click on Preview, and we've got kind of this glow here. So I'm going to click OK. Now, I could also decide, well, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to click on my fill, and I'm going to change this actually from black to white. So again, we've got the same kind of direction to this, and I go back to my gradient options, and I can click 90 degrees. So now I've got that similar like glow here. So it's going like It's going from light to dark or white to black. I can click off here and it looks good. I may do one more thing. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to go to appearance, and underneath this one, I'm just going to do this, twirl this open, and I've got my opacity here. I'm going to click on this, and I could just change this, drag this slider a little bit lower, maybe 71 or 70%. So it gives a little more texture to this title. Again, like I said with animation, you look at it, go, okay, this is what I want, or no, I prefer, having this glow kind of around the entire thing. Okay, so this is using the appearance panel. Now the next one is very similar to this. So in our folder we've got one called the graphics or effects. We're just going to kind of maybe we should just stick with this one. Let's just stick with this one for today, just to keep this shorter. Okay, I'm not sure where this paused, but if we want to select the pumpkin, we can do the same thing. So we go to the appearance. We've got a fill here. We've got this fill. I'm going to click on add a new fill. It'll be the same as what we had. We click on white. We can do the same thing. Let's go to effect. Let's go to path, offset path, and we'll make this maybe 20. We can click on round. Click OK on this drop down. So the opacity for this, we're just going to click on this and we're going to go make this more of a glow here. Here we've also got options. So we can do like a soft light. We're going to use that for the next one actually. So we're just going to click this back to normal. And then same thing with this one. We could effect, stylize, feather this one. I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to drag this below the previous one. And I'm going to drag it below the one that says contents. So now we've got this like glow in the background. If I want to change it again now, I can make it stand out a little bit more. And again, I could change the fill to more of a gradient. And then I can change the gradient if I want to, make it like a radial gradient. Reverse these. So I got lots of options in here. I'm running out of time for this one, so I'm just going to, I've got this one selected. I'm going to go to Effect, Stylize, or sorry, Pixelate. And I'm going to go Color Halftone. Click OK. Oh, I don't have it selected here. Okay, so I've got lots of options in here. I'm changing this one. I can go to the opacity. I can go to soft light. So I want you to play around with some of the options in here. I don't want yours to look exactly like mine, so you're going to see if you can change some of this, and my video is up here. So that's all you're doing today.